Hello, Scale Dude78 here. I'm creating a challenge today called the 10 Car Billionaire Challenge. If you were a billionaire, what 10 cars would you own? I'm going to start off by showing you my daily driver. I would go with a Tacoma. It would be a 6-speed manual transmission, and I would put a Chevy LS V8 into it. I'm not sure if I would make it 4-wheel drive or not, probably because you could do more stuff with it and you could just drive it around in 2-wheel drive normally. But I would want it to get at least 25 miles per gallon city highway combined. And then you could tow stuff with it, and 4 doors, you could put your friends and stuff in it. You could haul some hobby stuff, go enjoy your weekend with the little bed in the back. I'd probably go with the 6-foot bed though. I don't think Hot Wheels is gonna make one with a 6-foot bed. I'm not particular with these baby beds, but I had to pick from the Hot Wheels cars that I own. For a fun, I could track this, or I could daily drive it like on Fridays or whatever. Drive it on the weekends. I'm not really big into flashy cars. This is a little too flashy for me, but Porsche 911 GT3. I'm not sure if these have the hard carbon fiber seats in real life, but I would ditch them if they did. I don't like those carbon fiber seats in them. Like, you get in the cars and they hurt getting in them. Like, unless you're used to it, I guess I should say. But I could tow this with the V8 Tacoma, go do some track time, throw some tires on it. It'd be really fun. And these are humble to the streets. You could daily these. I wouldn't say they're the best daily cars, but you could daily one pretty easily, or just a couple days a week. Next up, I have a car that I was never partial to these when they came out. 2005 Mustang GT. They just didn't float my boat when they came out, but these are growing on me. I've driven a couple in real life, and I like the visibility. I like the way the seats sit up high. I like the, what were they, Hurst transmissions or something? I don't know if they were really Hurst, but they had those Hurst shifters in them. I've driven a couple of them, and I'm starting to like these. It's a driver's car. I would just say it's a driver's car. 2005 Mustang GT. I could daily this as well if I wanted. I don't know what kind of fuel mileage they get. I might feel guilty about it, but you could daily this if you wanted to. That would be really cool. Kind of just a driver's car, kind of like the Porsche, just a driver's car. You could track the Mustang too if you wanted. I would pick this one for just my crazy oddball fun car. I don't know how many of these 240s there are left out in the world. Volvo 240 drift car. It has 4 seats in it, and it also has room in the hatch. So depending on how you built it into a drift car, you could daily this one, you could track it. Maybe you could take it out and just enjoy your weekend in it. I'm not, you're a billionaire. You could decide how you want to build it. I wouldn't build it track only though, but it's a little bit utilitarian still. The interior's not gutted or anything. And I wouldn't feel guilty about, beating on it either. So I'd go with a Volvo drift car. And then drag/drift car. I would go with the Black Widow. I think this is modeled after a S10, but it's got a V8 in it. It's pretty much a track car. Fuel cell in the back, so you could drag it if you wanted, put the hood on it if you were going to drag it, but it looks like it would just be a really fun car in real life. You got a V8 with the exhaust outlets on the side. I would really enjoy driving this one. And it's got the drift bumpers on the front, so I suppose you could probably configure it for both if you wanted, or just configure it for one but do the other with it. But you could do a lot with this one. I don't think this would be a street car though in real life. And for my giant property that I live on, because I'm a billionaire, I have my own property, I have land behind my house to enjoy outdoor stuff, I would get a Polaris RZR. And yeah, it'd probably be a 2-seater. I don't think I'd get the 4-seater. If you had friends over, they could drive one of your many Polaris RZRs, but you'd go out and buy one for them. But I would have a razor track in my backyard, and that would be a blast. And we'd just have little razor races out there. It'd be a lot of fun, blasting through the woods and that. And, you know, I would have a go-kart track. Definitely would have a shifter go-kart track. I'm assuming this one probably has a Yamaha engine in it. You can see it looks like it's air-cooled. There's a radiator to the left of the driver's seat. I had a few go-karts, 10, 15 years ago, and I think they only went like 45 miles an hour, but they were fun. I can't imagine having a shifter kart track, but I'm a billionaire, so why not put a shifter kart track in my backyard? Have a blast. Now, for just classic cars that I wouldn't want to beat up, I've been in love with Dodge Darts. 68 Dodge Dart. I don't know what year this is because it's got the rectangular turn signals on the sides. But I would go with a 68. It's the same body as this one. This might even be a 68. But a 68 Dodge Dart. And I would probably get, I don't think I would get like the 440 or anything put in it. I'd probably get like a well-built 318. So it was a little simple to work on. I wouldn't want to get anything that I couldn't tinker with in my garage. It's got to be, the 440s and the, I think the 383. Was it the 383 you could get in here from the factory? I can't remember a 440. But I wouldn't get something so big it consumed the whole engine bay. So I'd probably get, something a little smaller, but maybe with like 400 or 500 horsepower. And I would take it to car shows. And I wouldn't beat too hard on this one. This is just one of those dream acquisition cars that I've always wanted. If I was a billionaire. And I would definitely get a Honda Civic Type R hatch. I can't remember if I've ever seen one of these like on the streets when I was younger, but I definitely saw these hatches on the streets when I was younger. I just don't remember a Type R. But I would probably get one of these in yellow as well. And I wouldn't track it. It would be my car show car, or like maybe drive it 3 times a month and just enjoy it. I'd be so afraid for something to happen to it, even if I was a billionaire. Beautiful, beautiful car though. And I've had a few like 90s, 80s Civics. They're very fun to drive, super responsive. Might not be the fastest car in the world, but they are fun. And they're tight. 90s Hondas were really tight. Like the driving characteristics. And another dream acquisition of mine would be the GMC Cyclone. These cars are so nice. Like, I don't know how to explain it. They're just nice. But of the turbo V6 GM products, you had the Cyclone, the Typhoon, the Grand National, and then the Trans Am. They made a Trans Am with forced induction V6. And they also made, several other Regals and everything else. But those 4 were the kings of the fast V6s. So I'd have a Cyclone. And I'd probably put a bed liner in it. So if my Tacoma bed wasn't big enough, I don't know, maybe I could put a little bit longer things in this one. But I would definitely get the Tacoma with the 6-foot bed. I don't know which one would be bigger. But definitely have a Cyclone. And so that is my 10 cars. I'll show you my wild card. Alright, here's my wild card. Not a vehicle, so it doesn't count towards the 10. I would get a trailer for my V10 6-foot bed Tacoma. And then I could haul all of my toys with it. It'd be a blast. And I almost picked, I'll just say 10 cars. Use the definition of car loosely. Let's just say vehicle. Maybe you want a helicopter. Maybe you want a tank. I almost picked a tank. Because if I got my own property, I could blow stuff up and have a great time on it. And drive over vehicles. You could pick a monster truck. There's so many, this is your interpretation. What 10 cars, what 10 vehicles would you choose if you were a billionaire? This was kind of hard for me. I kept going back and forth because I'm a little more on the practical side of things. So it was, I was trying to be realistic what I would choose in real life. So don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and post your submissions up. Use my hashtags that I have posted below and put at Scale Dude78. Oh, I lost my car. Put Scale Dude78 in your description, and we can watch each other's video submissions together. I'll see you guys later. Have a great day. Bye.